G'day everyone and welcome back to Baggers Podcast 24. I'm your host, Carlton Blues 24, and you are...
Louis from the Perth Blue Baggers pod.
Now this episode 7 is going to be very, very fun. What a win out in the West. What a win. We are back in the 8. We're back. How good does it feel? Dad?
Oh boy, being there for it was pretty good, eh? The West Australian faithful were absolutely treated with a masterclass performance. It was great to see. A sort of unconventional forward line rip the West Coast Eagles to shreds.
Yeah. Do we want to get straight into our key takeaways from the game?
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm going to start us off this week as I am very excited for this week. Good challenge ahead with the Saints. Put last week behind us, even though we did get the win. We've got to focus on this week. Got to get the chockies. And let's get straight into it. So, my key takeaways from the West Coast game was our just great contest work. It was absolutely magnificent. The 4 quarters, every quarter that we played.
Oh, yeah.
We had some really good standout players in Hewitt, Cripps, Walsh, even Cooper Lord in his first game. See him put his head over the ball a few times. Good on him. And Ollie Hollins was an absolute star. Just all of our little players getting involved. Like, obviously, Hewitt, Cripps, Walsh, they aren't little players, but it's the other ones that just made the big impact for us. Even under, like, all the pressure that we had during the week, like a Carlton crumbling, a Carlton this, a Carlton that. We stuck it right. Just really impressive. So our work rate, very, very impressive. The 4 quarters that we played, wow. Just wow. How good was that? Just so good to be back on the winners list. Clearance work, top-notch. Defenders didn't have too much pressure on them this week. The mids did their job terrifically. But credit to Jacob Weiner in keeping Oscar Allen to probably under 6 touches or whatever it was and no goals. He's just... If he doesn't get in the All-Australian team, I don't know. I just don't know. Forwards, terrific. One guy I want to highlight, Brody Kemp. Stay in the forward line this week, please. You are terrific down there. Absolutely terrific. And our tackles, one guy I want to mention is George Hewitt. What a game. What a game. If he plays VFL, I'll shave my head. There you go. But yeah, well done to the boys. Very, very good win. And I'll hand over to you for your key takeaways.
You've pretty much nailed it there. I don't know. Let's see what else I can add to it, to be honest, and there's not much. It was, good to see an unorthodox forward line with Kennedy and Kemp stepping up. Very much a collective effort. The energy from the players who were on debut was great to see. And also it sort of energized the rest of the team, I thought, too. Leaders stepping up, to show how to play the game, which was good, and they did not disappoint. It was very consistent for 4 quarters finally. The leaders stepped up, and now there's a real focus for the future. We've got some confidence going into St Kilda. We have to absorb the pressure. Pressure's still going to be on until we make finals, until every single game pressure's been on. And hopefully we're able to refocus and finish the season strong.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
Kind of a preview. But,
I've got the top 5 next. Do you want to start us off with this one?
Yeah.
Walking behind had some strong information.
5 votes. Patrick Cripps can't really dispute 5 votes for him in this game. He's done it again. Another good performance. Carried the team in front of his family, friends, and the Perth faithful. Such a presence to see in person. He amassed 35 disposals, 21 of which were contested, 12 score involvements, 1 goal assist, 419 metres gained, 10 clearances, 8 inside 50s, 3 votes locked in. George Hewitt, 4 votes. Delivered another outstanding performance in the midfield, dominating with 35 disposals, 10 of which were contested, 10 tackles, 26 pressure acts, 5 marks, 8 score involvements, 1 goal assist, 485 metres gained, 5 clearances, and 6 inside 50s. We have Brody Kemp with the 3 votes. Excelled in his new forward role. And let's not forget, he also effectively neutralised Jeremy McGovern. His impact. So he was consistently contesting and bringing the ball to ground, stopping him from getting the intercepts. So, he had 12 disposals, 6 marks, 5 tackles, 7 score involvements, and 4 goals. 4 goals, very much a career high, probably double. Wait, is it?
Yeah,
he's probably got 1 before, 1 or 2 before.
Yeah, 2 career goals before this week. Now he's up to 6.
Yeah. So he's got his career best there. And then we got Ollie Hollins for 2 votes. So good, isn't it? Backing it up with consistent performances over the last few weeks. Great to see. So much pressure on the young kid earlier in the season because apparently he wasn't good enough. But I think he is locked in his place. 24 disposals, 4 marks, 7 tackles, 6 intercepts, 9 score involvements, 19 pressure acts, 5 rebound 50s. Just what we want from a running wingman. And then Jacob Wiedering, 1 vote. Shut down Oscar Allen. And let's not forget, Oscar Allen was in some good form, kicked 5 goals against North Melbourne the week before to win them the game, 2 in the last minute. So very good that Jacob Wiedering was able to lock him down. He was a rock once again. 15 disposals, 6 marks, 5 5 of which were intercept marks, 12 intercepts, 4 score involvements. How good. And then I would just special mentions to Kennedy, Pitto, Newman, Elijah, Cowan, Binns, Moyer, Lord, Owies. Could go on to the whole bloody team. So many to choose from.
Oh, what a performance this week has been.
Yeah.
So much just pressure on our club. And look what we just delivered that. That was special. I'll get into my top 5. Number 5, the Bull, Patrick Cripps. Honestly, I don't know if I should say this, but he's winning the Brownlow this year.
Yeah, how could you?
Prediction, he's winning the Brownlow this year. Outstanding. That was his best game of the year. Probably the top 3 games I've seen him play ever. Like, that might sound a bit...
No.
Honestly, really is. Out in front of his family out in the West and nailed his job right on the coffin. Absolutely outstanding. Had the not really pressure buried on him, but obviously the captain of the team that has been in probably not the greatest of form coming into the last probably 5 or 6 weeks or whatever it's been. Probably not really like pressure, but just that urge to just keep on keeping on, if that makes sense. But on to number 4, George Hewitt. Unbelievable effort from George. Just outstanding. Tackles. This man's tackling pressure is out of the universe. Holy.
Forgot to mention the tackling pressure from the whole team, actually.
Yeah.
In the standout, the key takeaways.
Yeah.
Led by this man.
Yeah, definitely. unbelievably good tackling pressure from on the weekend. And we've said it probably the last 3 weeks, but if we ever see this man play VFL again, I will not believe my eyes. Moving on to my number 3, and our new key forward for the next week or so, Brodie Kemp. This man, how good was he? As you said, just shutting down Jeremy McGovern, bringing the ball to ground as we had so many little forwards, and we saw it. Corey Durden, obviously he hurt his shoulder, but I think one of his goals was set up from Brodie Kemp.
Oh, yeah.
We had Matt Owies, he kicked free. Probably one of his goals was set up by Brodie Kemp.
Yep.
Just he won. He was quiet. Brodie Kemp got him into the game. Just unbelievable. So much pressure this week, and who's going to be the key forward that steps up? We had McGovern in the list. We weren't sure about Kemp, but now we're sure. That is out. Number 2, Matthew. I could probably put him as a medium forward. Wouldn't put him as a small forward, but damn does he battle hard. Just outstanding. Goes at everything. Head down at anything and everything. A bull. That was maybe one of his career best games. This is just, the list goes on. It just keeps on going on. Number 1, Weapons. Absolute rock. Oscar Allen who, sorry? But no, I'm kidding. Oscar Allen is a gun. He's a great player. But I've actually got another one vote. And that is Ollie Hollands.
We have a tie.
I saw a post earlier on in the year from, I don't know if you guys know it, but the AFL Paradise.
Yes.
And she had the most disappointing Ollie Hollands at the start of the year. Well, I'd like Ollie to message you and say, no, I'm not going to say that word on the podcast, but this man, career best game, by far. Just his run is just sensational, man. So good. Just so good. Just his run every week in, week out. This week was his just career. He's found form. The last probably even month. He's had that maybe 15 to 20 disposal game, and that's what we want from him. That's all we want. Tackle pressure and his run and drive. And we really saw that on the weekend from Ollie. But enough yap from me. Let's get on to our preview versus Saints. Over to you.
Yay. We know that the Saints are very much a defensive team. So that their first thing, they don't mind playing against the Blues. They like to sort of slow down our game style by chipping it around a bit. And then they got some good taggers, so don't be surprised if someone tags Cripps, Walsh, whoever. So don't be disappointed if they have a bad game. They'll keep fighting the whole way through. And you got they do have some good players. They got Brad Hill, very experienced player. They got Jack Steele, good mid. Fortunately, they're missing Max King, who's one of their key forwards. So he's been out for quite a few weeks and will be out for the rest of the season, unfortunately for him. Hope he recovers his best. And then who else do they have? It's hard. Sometimes I only just focus on Carlton and some other teams because I haven't had that many prime time games to watch, so I haven't watched them a lot. But I am aware they've been able to create some good upsets with against Geelong, Sydney. So they like to take the game down to the wire. So don't be surprised if it's a nice close one. Hoping Akers can do a nice clutch moment again.
Oh, if he does.
Yeah. That's all I can really think of at the moment. Oh,
Yep.
who's their new key forward that's down there? What's his name? Is it Membry?
Yeah, Membry always likes to have a good game against us. Yeah,
Yeah,
he likes 4 or 5. Not really
yeah,
sure on their board, but I would definitely say on Marshall. He's been
yeah.
very
Oh,
good form.
Wagner Mirror is
Oh,
a good tagger. So
he's a jet. He's very good. But I'll straight away get into my preview.
one last thing. Guess
Yep.
guess who's going to be probably playing unless he's injured? Paddy Dow.
Oh, big Paddy Dow.
Can't believe I forgot him. He was pretty much first on the when I was thinking about who to look out for. Completely overlooked him for some reason just then. Yeah, so Paddy Dow will probably. I hope people don't boo him that much because it's not. He wasn't getting much of a go anyway in our side. So
Just that. Yeah, 20 fans that and are going to the game and are honestly thinking of booing him or doing whatever, just being childish. Please don't do it. It's not his fault. He wants to pursue his dream playing AFL footy, and who wouldn't? You need game time. And yeah, let's get into my preview. Do or die. Be hungry.
Yep.
Be hungry. Honestly, I couldn't care less if we win by 1 point or whatever it is. If I get a heart attack and I'll be watching the granny in hospital, I don't care. Just win. Please. Please just win. Kemp, please stay forward. Bossy, you obviously will not be listening to this, but play Kempy forward, please, mate. And last thing, make finals. Have your mind on finals. We know how damaging we can be playing finals. Playing finals footy. Blake Acres, an absolute gun playing finals footy.
Yeah.
But
anything can happen.
But we gotta be aware. I was watching the game, St Kilda versus Geelong, and the Saints' run and drive of their defensive 50 is concerning. Like concerning, good concerning. Like very, very good. And they've been good doing that for a long time when they don't get shut down. But please win this weekend. And my players to look out for: Jack Sinclair, Brad Hill, Jack Steele, and Nazai Wanganeen Malera, or I don't know how you spell his last name. Oh, sorry about that. And yeah, that's all I have for my preview against the Saints, where we will move on to some changes for the big week ahead. I'll go first for this one. In Curnow and Sard, need Sard's drive off the half back. Obviously, thank God his hamstring wasn't as bad as the first time. Charlie Curnow, it's come back. It's like you can feel it. You can feel it. Had a big, not big impact in the first quarter. In the first 5 minutes, he kicked a goal and shut the crowd up against Hawthorn. Does that for 4 quarters and watch out. He will be electrifying. Out for that shoulder injury. That's just a real bummer. Honestly, big shout out to him. He had that 12 disposals in the second quarter. That's more than he had in the VFL last week in the game. But love you, dudes, and we hope you do get better soon.
He's a test. He is a test this week, but
he is a test.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he might just get admitted just for safety reasons, or if they prefer someone else.
And this might sound a bit silly, but he hasn't been great the last couple of weeks. Haven't seen him really step up. Jesse Motlop, I feel like we'll go for more of a tall forward role against the Saints, as they've got some small defenders, and the mismatch might help us out a fair bit there. I think we'll manage Motlop. I think he needs just a week to regain himself. It might be a bit of a silly change, but I feel like we need it. And over to you for your predictions.
Well, the problem is that there's no VFL. The VFL season's over, so we can't really try anyone out, get them a game. So that's unfortunate for them. But to be honest, it's very hard to do the ins and outs because we just don't know who's going to get up for the game because there's a sheer number of tests. So at the moment, I'm thinking of Curnow and Sard coming back in. Sard, I think McGovern will probably get up, so I don't think he's a problem. After there was a bit of a what's it called? A bit of conspiracies about it earlier in the day today.
Yeah, there was.
But he turns out to be fine with the latest injury report. Then we got Kemp probably will stay forward, and probably Kennedy still create that forward role, and you can always move him because he's so versatile. It's crazy. And then I honestly thought Mackay would probably be the more likely of the two.
Yeah, quads.
Yeah, of him and Curnow. I thought he would get up over Curnow, but we'll wait and see. Actually, we won't wait and see because Mackay is out for one more game. Lewis Young will probably stay on the side. I think he should. He did put in some good effort. So, yeah, I'll just say very early changes in Charlie Curnow and Sard, out Durden, and unfortunately Moyer. I know he's your favourite player, but sorry.
No.
It's just because Curnow's coming back in. I can't overload the forward line.
Can't do that.
Hang on, one more thing. Marchbank might come back in if McGovern is injured. Bin's probably going to be sub again, unfortunately. If you think about it.
That last quarter.
Moyer's super stiff.
Yeah.
And if McGovern doesn't get up, they might throw Kemp back into defence. So we'll see. But very interesting week ahead for the selection.
Indeed. All right, on to our fan questions.
Okay.
Give me a quick moment. I just need to check and make sure there's no new questions.
Okay.
Just make sure. There's no new questions.
Okay.
All right. Crikey, my phone just went into bloody downtime. Alrighty. So, it's a really silly question, but I thought we'd answer it. Well, you thought we'd answer it. So, thoughts on Zach Merritt to Carlton from Tarnese Riley. I'm not sure if I said your name right, but Tarnese. No, one way to put it.
Bro is the most loyal player in Essendon, so I highly, extremely, most certainly, I don't know what else other words to say, doubt that he will come to Carlton this year. Maybe if he's out of contract in the years to come, I guess, but I'm not sure if we need him then. We'll wait and see. But I mean, it's not the best proposition, I must say.
Yeah. But yeah, that concludes our podcast for tonight. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for watching episode 7. Already up to 7 episodes. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Thank you all for watching. I'm Carlton Blues 24, and you are
Louis from the Perth Blue Baggers pod.
Go Blues. Have a good night.
Up Baggers.